Welcome to my nightmare.
What's up, boys and ghouls? Welcome back to Cinematic Nightmares. We're on day 13 of 31 iconic horror moments. And after yesterday's transformation under the full moon, we're headed somewhere far more human. And yet, somehow, even worse. Tonight, we're sitting down for dinner with the Sawyers. And trust me, you won't have an appetite after this one. This is the dinner table of terror from the Texas Chain Saw Massacre.
Have you seen the movie, Texas Chain Saw Massacre?
By the time we reach this scene, Sally has already been through hell. Her brother and friends are dead, butchered one by one in the Sawyers family farmhouse, a place decorated with bones, feathers, and human remains. When Sally finally escapes Leatherface's chainsaw, she stumbles into what she thinks is safety, a small gas station run by a seemingly kind old man known as the Cook. But the horror deepens when she realizes he's part of the family. He ties her up, tosses her in a sack, and drives her right back into the nightmare. Inside the house of horror, she's reunited with the hitchhiker, the deranged drifter from earlier, and Leatherface himself, now wearing a mask made from human skin. It's chaos, madness, and the stage is set for one of the most disturbing dinner scenes ever filmed. The scene starts with Sally waking up tied to a chair, and her arms and legs are bound so tight she can barely move. The room reeks of decay. Bones, feathers, and rotting meat cover the dinner table. A single light swings above them, throwing long, twisted shadows across the Sawyers' faces. Leatherface, now wearing a woman's mask and a wig, sits beside her. The hitchhiker bounces with nervous excitement, while the cook tries to act like a polite host, calling this nightmare gathering a family meal. And at the head of the table sits Grandpa, pale, motionless, and barely alive, looking more like a corpse than a man. Sally screams for help, but it only makes them laugh. They mock her, jeer at her terror, and treat the whole thing like a ritual. When the cook declares it's Grandpa's turn, Leatherface and the hitchhiker drag Sally to him, forcing her head over a metal bucket. Grandpa's frail hands shake as they press the hammer into his grip, insisting he's still the best killer there ever was. But he can barely lift it. He drops it over and over while Sally shrieks in pure terror. Each fell swing turns the scene more chaotic, their laughter and screams blending into one unbearable wall of sound. Her screams echo through the house until she finally dives through a window into the rising sun. As horrifying as it looks, the terror was real. Filming this scene took over 27 hours in 100-degree Texas heat. The set lights were so hot, the food actually began to rot, filling the air with an unbearable stench that made the cast and crew physically sick. Marilyn Burns, who played Sally, later admitted she genuinely feared she might be killed. The exhaustion, sweat, and chaos were that intense. And you could feel every bit of it in her eyes. That pure, unfiltered panic became one of the most iconic images in horror history. So what do you think? Is this the most disturbing dinner ever filmed, or does another horror feast take the crown? Let me know in the comments below. And stick around, boys and ghouls. Tomorrow's horror moment floats down in the storm drain, smiling back with a balloon and a mouth full of teeth.